Welcome and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to talk about locks. So today we're going to take a look at the August smart lock. I'm going to unbox this and install this. And if you watch my first video that I did for this channel, you'll remember I mentioned the first thing you have to do when you get a new home is to change the locks. And I already had done that, and that lock on the front door is the Schlage Sense. And I'll go over another video with this. I'll do a quick overview. Won't do an installation for this because it's already installed, but I'll go ahead and discuss the challenges I had with that. But enough of the Schlage Sense today, because today we are looking at the August. And this is the 2nd gen August, and August has since come out with a 3rd gen smart lock. And it's basically the same lock. There are some physical differences as far as appearance, other functions, but the main functionality that they added with the new 3rd gen was a door lock sensor, so that the August lock would be able to sense when the doors close, and you could also have it automate locking the door once it senses it's closed. So I could probably add a sensor to this later, but the main reason why I picked up the 2nd generation of this August lock is because they are relatively inexpensive now. I remember over the holidays there were deals on them for about $100. You can find them readily for under $100. As a matter of fact, I picked this up on eBay for $87 shipped. And for me and the usage I was going to use it for, it was a no-brainer. It's going into a short hallway. The door there that leads into the garage, I wanted to have that as a smart lock and be able to control that with my phone remotely if I needed to, because there were times that, you know, I would leave the house and I would think that I remember to lock that door. So no more of that. I'll know if the door's locked and I'll be able to lock it remotely. So let's go ahead and unbox this, take a look at what's inside, and run through installation. So let's go ahead and unbox this August smart lock. It says keyless home entry with your smartphone, and as always, I always look out for the works with Apple HomeKit, so that I know that HomeKit works out the box. So that's the side of the box, shows the dimensions. What's included in the box is the smart lock, 4 AA batteries, 3 lock adapters, mounting hardware, and installation guide. And this is the back, keyless entry, and the other side. So let's go ahead and open this up. That is the August lock. Open it up, and here's the lock itself. We have some literature here. Welcome. Inside we have some tape, some blue tape. I believe this is to hold the outside of the lock in place so that it doesn't fall out while you're installing this. So we have a quick start guide. Looks pretty straightforward. You install, you download the app, you set up with the app, and you use it. So on the back we have the all-important HomeKit code and terms and conditions. So here we have need help, get support from August Installer Network. We'll be installing this ourselves. And this is the, looks like the mounting plate that goes over the existing lock. Looks to be adjustable, so that it'll adjust to your existing hardware. So these can be moved and adjusted to where they need to be. And these are the adapters to fit the different lock types. I believe mine is the green one. When I was changing the lock, I think I remember it being the green one, but we'll see. And here is the lock itself. Says August there. Has some round shapes as the knurling, and on the back it says August Smart Lock. And that seems to be everything in the box. Pretty simple. I'm anticipating this is a very simple install, but we'll go ahead and take a look. So let's go ahead and do that now. So the lock we're going to change today is down the hallway, and it is the door that leads to the garage, and it's this one here. So we'll be replacing this part of the deadbolt. It's the door leading to the garage, and it is your basic Schlage deadbolt. So let's go ahead and install it by removing this first. So we're in a bit of a tight area, but I'm going to go ahead and try and show you the process of changing out this lock as best I can. So we need to start by removing these two screws here, 1 and 2. And that is a lock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the piece I just removed and try to match these up as closely as I can before I try and mount everything together. So there it is. I lined up the holes and they look like they match. So I'm going to go ahead and install this piece of the mounting bracket using the existing screws. Okay, everything seems secure. Let's go ahead and get the August lock. Okay, so now that we have the mounting plate installed, we need to pick out an adapter. And I initially thought that it was this one, the green one. But now that I actually have the old deadbolt out or locking part out, I realize it is this yellow one. So the yellow one is the one we'll be using. So we'll take the August lock and add the adapter in there, and if you look, there are notches which correspond with the kind of notches on the adapter. So it only goes in one way. Now that we have the adapter on there, we'll go ahead and mount the August lock onto the lock itself. Now first, we have to open up the locking mechanisms here. And these shapes need to line up right here. And then we'll lock it down in place by moving the levers down. And the August lock is now installed. So we'll go ahead and remove the protective film. And then we'll remove the tabs on the batteries to activate them. So it's this one right here. So now we'll go ahead and go through setup, and I have the app open. It says welcome to August. Shall we begin? And I'm going to pick setup new device. Set up an August smart lock. And I will choose that one. And then you can pick, this is the August Smart Lock 2nd generation, so it's the one at the bottom. Let's set up your August Smart Lock. Please remain near your door during the setup process. Start setup. and it is scanning for the lock. So name your lock. I'll leave that default there, although I'll make the lock name. I don't want to call it garage door, because although it is the door leading to garage, but because I also have a garage door opener installed that's HomeKit compatible. So if I said unlock the garage, it might open the garage. So let me name it. I'm just going to name it hallway door. Hit done and continue. So it says lock update in progress. The August app is installing an important update to your lock. To complete this update as quickly as possible, about 10 minutes, please leave your phone near the lock with the app running. We'll finish your lock setup once the update is done. So hit OK. It looks like it's updating the firmware. Right now it's at 3%. I'm going to go ahead and speed through this part. Okay, so after that long firmware update, it now says setup lock. It says lock is connected and to continue. Calibrate, almost done. Let's calibrate your lock. If there is a strip of adhesive tape securing the top of your August smart lock, remove it now. I took all that tape off, I believe. Click OK. First, close your door and rotate your August lock until the door is locked. So let's go ahead and make sure. Okay, it's unlocked now. So close the door and we'll rotate it so it's locked. And hit OK. Door is locked. And now it says, next rotate August in the opposite direction by hand until your door is unlocked. So we'll go ahead and unlock it. And confirm it's unlocked, and it is. And click OK, door is unlocked. First, close your door and rotate your August lock until your door is locked. Okay, do it again. Okay, door is locked. And rotate in opposite direction by hand until the door is unlocked again. And click OK, door is unlocked. Now finally tap the green circle on the screen below to test your lock. Hallway door. It's locked. And it says your lock has been successfully calibrated. So hit continue and connecting to lock, and now it says now that I can set it up to HomeKit, which I want to do, so I'm going to enable HomeKit. And now it says I can remove the faceplate and find the HomeKit code on the back, which I'll go ahead and do that. So the code is on the back of here. There's the HomeKit code. It says choose which HomeKit home. We'll pick 308 Negro Arroyo. For those of you fans of a certain show, you'll know what that address is. Choose which room, and this will be, go ahead and say garage. Hit continue, and now it says set up HomeKit, and I'm pretty sure it's going to bring up the code screen now. And here's the code, which is scanned, and now it says connecting. Accessory added, and click done. You can now use Siri and third-party HomeKit apps to operate your lock. So that is done. So now it shows up in the keychain in the August lock, and now it says on HomeKit the garage hallway door was locked. So that's cool. And if we look here in the Home app, let's see where it is. Did it add it to my favorites? Yeah, it did. There it is, the hallway garage door, and I can click it to unlock it. And it's unlocked. And click it again to lock it. And it's done. Let's go ahead and try Siri. Hey Siri, unlock the hallway door.
Sorry, I can't unlock secure accessories here. Try asking me on your iOS device.
So I don't know if you heard that, if the microphone caught that, but my HomePod caught that, and my HomePod cannot unlock secure devices. So I need to go ahead and make sure that it's my phone responding. So I want to make sure that Siri is using my phone to unlock the door, because HomePod cannot unlock secure devices, and it's a security measure so that someone doesn't yell into your home, unlock my door. So I have to make sure the iPhone 10, and I'll do that by holding down the side button. Unlock the hallway door. And as you can see. And
Okay, the hallway door is unlocked.
go ahead and lock it. Lock the hallway door.
Okay, the hallway door is locked.
Unlock the hallway door.
Okay, the hallway door is unlocked.
Let me see if HomePod can hear me from here. Hey Siri, lock the hallway door.
Just a sec.
And she did.
Your door is locked.
So HomePod can go ahead and lock devices, they just can't unlock them. So there you go, the August lock is installed. And there you guys have it. That is the installation and setup of the August Smart Lock. And again, this is the second generation of this product. And for my usage for a short hallway door that leads into the garage, this is perfect for that. And at the price, you can't beat it, I think. Really no problems with the install, straightforward. Luckily, the deadbolt that was existing there traveled freely. It wasn't a sticky lock, which worked great. It really eased the installation of this, and it didn't take long. The only hiccup we had was that firmware update. Again, it's an older lock. Who knows, it may have been sitting on the shelves for a while or in a warehouse before I bought it. So the firmware that was on the lock as I got it was older, and that did take a little bit to wait for it to go ahead and update. But other than that, no problem. Setup was easy. Added it to HomeKit, added to the Home app. I can control it with Siri, I can control it remotely. I think it's gonna work out pretty well for me. So maybe you're wondering why I decided to go with this Schlage Sense for the front door instead of this, since they were both out about the same time. And the main reason why I went with the Schlage for the front door is I wanted the keypad, and the keypad for the Schlage was built into the lock. So say I forget my phone, the battery's dead on the phone, I don't have my keys, I can always, as long as I remember the code, I can always unlock that door, and I wanted that kind of access. But again, for the garage, this is great at a great price right now, and you can probably pick one up relatively cheaper and maybe even less expensive than what I bought for it. So there is one more thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I have just reached 500 subscribers. As a matter of fact, I think I'm maybe a little bit over 500, and I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers, and I'd like to thank all of you who've been with me from the start. I appreciate every one of you, and if this is your first time here and you'd like to see more smart home installations that are focused on HomeKit and Apple centric, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you liked the video, please go ahead and like it, and until next time guys, I'll see you then.